stop listening. Instead, stream the uncut version of this discussion by either or both tipping us on Ko-fi or joining a membership on either Ko-fi or Patreon via the links in the description. And of course, share, Andy, so we don't have any international incidents.
Nope, not anyway.
Like in Puerto Vallarta. This is actually my skin color, by the way.
Okay.
This is how it should normally be. So you should know. And it's dramatic, isn't it? I'm looking at previous episodes of Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and I'm like, oh my god, he looks sick. And it's me that I'm talking about. Well, I have to get the wheeze out of the way. Mm-hmm. Wheeze are squawking, no.
Falling star brings luck to those who see it. All the other knights are in their pavilions by now, staring up at silk instead of sky.
So the luck is ours alone?
We are Squawking Dead, a podcast pulverizing programs beyond the Walking Dead universe. Sometimes we give you news, sometimes we make you laugh. Most times we go deep. I'm your host, David Cameo, and I'm joined by...
Me, Cause My Mom's 09.
Blazy Gardner.
And me, Rob, at Rob Stuff and Things, over on TikTok and YouTube.
And me, Jason, at Neo's the One on all your favorite socials.
That's right, everybody. I'm so happy you guys are here. And Bridget, by the way, she's gearing up for a little bun delivery very shortly. This is why she can't be with us today. And I'm just saying that way because I'm super excited. I can't wait for the good news because I'm manifesting it already. God damn it. So she is going to not be with us for an indeterminate amount of time until she eventually becomes super bored. And she'll bust in on a recording session. I'm guaranteeing you this, but I'm calling it now. She'll be like, I'm so bored with this boring baby whom I love dearly, right? It's that whole disconnect, right? I love this thing so much, but it's like all about the baby and not about me. I can't wait for that moment. And when that happens, you all should laugh because Dave was right again about something. Anyway, we're going to keep going as we discuss A Night of the Seven Kingdoms Season 1 finale titled The Morrow. I doth my harp to thee for the morrow. I can't wait to watch this. Full disclosure, I haven't watched this episode, but I know that Rachel and Sharon have.
Yes.
Sharon got tons of notes, I'm sure. Jason and Rob, you guys haven't watched this?
Nope.
No, we haven't.
Oh my God.
The men have not watched it.
That is crazy. Men React. That's what this episode is going to be called. Men Reacts. Men Reacts, plural. We're going to react to this while the ladies go, men have funny reactions. Okay. By the way, I have to say something. I'm not sure she's a whore. The woman who said, come on, and who made fun of him earlier. I said she was a whore of Dondarrion, but I think she might be a Dondarrion.
That's what we figured, yeah. Okay. The red hair.
Yeah, right.
She's related to them.
That's what I think. Okay. Anyway, I had this rolling around my head.
According to the Westeros wiki, she is a prostitute.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just that she was dressed so distinctly, too. So, okay. Fine.
The Raymond, my helm.
Ugh, trauma.
Yeah.
This is upsetting. On first blush, how do we feel about this? That these guys are still alive? That one of them's the maester.
I'm happy, yeah.
Oh, that's Baylor's maester, I'm sure.
You already know how I feel.
Yes.
Yeah, but we have to say it out loud.
Thank God for Lionel.
That is the Baratheon maester.
Oh, the Baratheon maester. Oh, well, because Baylor didn't live long enough to call his own maester. Okay.
The song that is playing is
a take on a Game of Thrones song, isn't it? It's an odd choice, too, for these shows.
I do distinctly like the changes from tone from the other two shows.
Yeah, same here.
The song is from 1959. It's called Alone Together by Kenny Doran.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he catatonic? Oh, gosh.
It's beyond my ability. Oh, yeah, this girl. Beyond your... An itchy asshole is beyond your abilities, my friend. Be gone. Fuck off. Yes, man. Come on. You're fine. He's a terrible maester.
That maester does not have very many rings. So he's right. He is a terrible maester.
Come with me to Storm's End, and I will love you like a brother.
At least he said brother, not like a Targaryen.
And if not, f*** you. I'll hate you like a brother.
Don't piss in the drinking water.
Obligatory potty humor.
Your prince fought for you against men sworn to protect him. He risked nothing. And the gods don't favor a fraud. There's a war coming. We could be a force, you and I. You'll consider it?
I love how his crutches
Is that what he's talking about?
A pair of antlers, by the way.
Right.
Oh, true, yeah.
Did you like that cutscene What was the last thing
Did you
Lionel
say the
just
roast?
said?
After the roast?
Yeah.
Yeah,
then
after the
cut to
roast.
this.
Yeah.
That was
Are we gonna cut
hilarious.
pieces of Baylor off, or what's happening?
Lionel.
Could have a double
Yum yum
meaning.
yum 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 Targaryen.
A Baylor to you. I think this is King Daeron the Good, and that's his wife. But I think somebody theorized that is a maester, but that is not a maester's chain. You saw Dondarrion behind them. Baelor's wife was Jenna Dondarrion. So Dondarrion was there to represent House Dondarrion, which was Baelor's wife's house.
I see.
And there's only 2 Kingsguard there because the other one was injured.
Cool helmets, bro. Oh, is that his son?
Got a little bit of white in his hair, yeah.
That description is in the book, The Silver Streak.
Plenty of sons have died in their father's armor. How many fathers have died in their sons?
Thereby confirming what you said in the last episode, Shandy.
Could not say.
Why would the gods take him and leave you?
Don't say what Lionel said.
The gods don't favour a fraud.
I've wondered the same.
Be gone with you, Sir Duncan.
That's grief. At least he didn't go crazy.
Everybody blames me for his death, don't they? I don't.
Oh, stop it. I love this guy. Oh, okay, now it's uncomfortable.
It's better to be an unripe green apple than a wormy red one. I think I brought one of my cousin's ribs.
Morning.
Oh. Oh.
Good morning.
Ew.
Duncan, this is Rowan.
Yeah.
Sure is.
The green apple fossways. Huh? My wife.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Duncan.
Oh.
Right. Pleased to meet you too, Lady Rowan. Should come and watch the trial. Said I fought like a wild bull.
And with all the grace of one.
Just push play.
Really? His
I just
wife,
need a
or-
moment, though. just. But it's just my brain broke a little bit just because of what I said earlier. I'm where he's at. I'm where it Dunk's at. Like, what is happening? Okay, fine.
I had no squire to see to my wounds. And she offered to help me out my armour and...
Yeah.
Anyway, she said I've got a with child now, so I figured we ought to get married.
I don't think it's you, Bo. Oh, boy. Oh,
Feels like a boy.
oh boy.
You heard that, Sir Duncan?
Already showing.
She is plainly already pregnant.
Oh,
Right.
Raymond.
Congratulations.
No, he's congratulating her on tricking
Yeah.
him.
I'm sending Arion to the east. A few years in the free cities.
Ooh.
They change him for the better.
Spoiler alert, it does not.
It's like, what's his name when they sent Lannister in House of the Dragon, that Lannister guy to the free cities, and the one dude tortured him and stuff. Anyway,
Tybolt, he had to fight the
Tywin.
lady in the mud. Tywin is
Yeah.
dad. It was Tylenol Lannister.
Tylenol, yeah.
The gods know it is a lie, but I will hear the whispers to the day I die. Each time a battle is lost or a crop fails, the fools will say Baylor would not have let it happen.
oh,
The realm has as many hedge knights as hedges.
does it?
My youngest son seems to have grown fond of you, sir. It is time he was a squire. Will you have him?
It wasn't me.
Beg your pardon, Lord. I think I'm done with princes.
Oh,
Pretty sweet deal.
yeah. Oh no. Oh, he's gonna be sad.
His little hat.
Yeah. How do you not love that hat? You heard everything?
I'm pretty sure I had that hat when I was like 7.
Okay.
Were you spying?
Again?
No, maybe you're not the knight I thought you were.
Oh.
When a lord calls his banners and sends us boys off to war, it's custom for each to nail a penny to the oak in the square.
Oh, I've heard of this.
And yet, it's often hard to find a spare bit to nail a new penny.
Oh, is he already dead? Oh,
Sir?
that's sad.
Sir?
So what he was basically saying before was, and I've seen like videos of old oak trees with pennies that have been nailed into it. This is like a real thing that happens in real life.
Okay.
Or happened in real life. They shave branches of it off and like tons of coins pour out of it and stuff like that because a tree grows around it,
wow.
right? And you're not supposed to take it out. But what he's just saying is most people don't come back to take that coin out. It's meant for luck. But I guess he's saying is like nobody's going to fault you for not joining. Or maybe he's also saying maybe that's the answer to him why he didn't knight him already is that I don't want you to die. I never wanted you to become a knight so that you'd put your sword on the line for these people.
If you remember, the reason he took Dunk on was because he lost his nephew, who was his squire.
Yeah, right.
other than the Blackfire Rebellion, which took place about 12 years ago. For the most part, during Sir Arlen's life, there wasn't like a whole lot of wars and stuff going on. They went to jousts and stuff. Like there wasn't a whole lot of battles for them to be in. Especially in the 12 years since he took Dunk on, they would be doing things like if there are squabbles between two houses and they go to battle. Remember the Brackens and the Blackwoods and House of the Dragon? Dunk hasn't really experienced what really being a knight is.
Right. It's just putting yourself on the line for other people for the most part.
Right. He still sees it as kind of a romantic thing because he hasn't really been down in the muck. And the battle kind of ripped the blinders off, took off the rose-colored glasses. It's not all the glory and pageantry that he thought it really was.
Right. Up close, it's a whole different story than from behind the stands or something. Or even from when he was a kid following him around. He obviously saw him do battle and whatnot. In Flea Bottom, how he took out those terrible City Watch
That's not
people.
to say that Dunk hasn't seen terrible things because he has, but Sir Arlen to him was like this higher up figure, and so he figured all knights were going to be like that.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's his template. Yeah. Oh,
And that's why they call it the penny tree.
Okay.
A true knight always finishes a story.
George R.R. Martin.
Oh, snap. Snap.
Yeah.
The actor just ad-libbed a line as a dig at George R.R. Martin. Maybe that's how he was so upset.
Yeah,
I like
what's
recently read an article about how George R.R. Martin, he didn't like the way, I don't know if it was this series or
It's House of the Dragon.
it's House of the Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He went off on House of the Dragon. I read it. It was this really long thing about how they were messing up the story and the butterfly effect when you change things and blah, blah, blah. And then he took it down, but not before, of course, everything on the internet's forever. So somebody
Right.
got
Everybody
a
read
screenshot of
it.
it.
I never got to read it, but I heard about it.
He was not happy. He loved this show. He said this is like the best adaptation.
The purest version of his work.
How do they get the bees to swarm like that?
Honey?
Some sort of magic?
Would they put the queen in Beesbury's coffin?
Oh.
F***ing bee magic. Vikings turned your brains to applesauce.
Oh my God.
Gross.
Yo, Darren got messed up.
Darren was quite the glad child. He liked fishing.
What an odd cut. Oh, he's seen some fuzz come in.
Oh, yeah. The silver hair is growing back.
Was he shaving his head with a knife?
The knife is
Yeah.
gone.
Oh, wait a sec. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, he's doing something worse.
So maybe it's not as odd a cut than we thought. Ooh.
Yeah, that's making more sense.
Oh, awkward.
I want you to know I do not blame you for ruining my name day. It was a rotten thing they've done to you.
What's a name day?
I think it's
You guys know?
birthday.
Birthday? Is it like for on the Spanish quinceañera, 15-year-old?
Just another name for birthday.
Yeah.
It's the day you were named. Your birthday.
Yeah.
Just like they have SER for Sir. Just all the little minor changes. Yeah, it's just another name for birthday.
Okay.
What an odd thing to insert too.
She
Interesting.
didn't do what she did before.
Yeah, she was mean.
Remember, yeah, she was mean to him
I
before.
hate you.
I think it's nice that they put that in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty big of her to be like, hey, my day was ruined and it'll be remembered forever as the day Prince Baelor died, but it wasn't your fault. She could have gone the other way on that, so that was really nice.
Right, he kind of fell through the middle on how everyone else could react to what happened that day too. Nobody likes the Targaryens, and yet the Targaryens don't hate him for it. But Baelor made a decision, he made a choice, and that's what ended up happening. Literally, nobody blames you but yourself, Dunk.
Well,
nobody that matters.
there you go.
Except for
Nobody
you,
that
Dunk.
matters.
Exactly.
I will take Egg to Squire. Might be he's better served away from servants and family.
Oh, and you just had this bonding moment with him too.
He learned to squire as I did. Sleep in inns, stables.
What a nightmare for.
I forbid him to live as a peasant. He cannot sleep in ditches and eat hard salt beef.
Hard salt beef. Right, Fiona? He's like, hard salt beef. Something's going to have to happen to Valar for Kingdom to go to Maekar, right?
Sweet.
Wouldn't it have to happen now?
Not necessarily.
She's not mine. Not anymore. Besides, I think an orchard might suit her better.
Oh.
You certain? She's a fine. Oh, that's sweet. What? Do you like apples?
Do you like green apples?
I'm so glad Thunder is okay. I was worried about him after the last episode.
Yeah.
Given Arion's notoriety. I don't like the flies. Is this Breaking Bad? Better Call Saul with the fly imagery? Oh, he's taking the penny out of the hilt and putting it in the tree.
When he said they nailed the penny to the tree, I had a completely different vision in my head.
Ew.
I don't know, Chestnut. Stop asking me.
Are you talking to your horse? You mad?
Mad.
I don't want to find you on Thunder unless I put you there.
Like you did the first time.
Where are we going, sir?
Suppose we could go anywhere in the Seven Kingdoms, though I've never been
Nine.
to them.
Oh.
What?
Like Dorne and...
There are 9 kingdoms, sir.
Of what?
The realm.
Essos?
Are you mad?
Is that relevant?
There's 7 kingdoms of the realm, boy. Everyone knows that.
Then everyone is wrong.
Do you want to clout in the ear?
Crownlands, Westlands, Stormlands, Riverlands, the Iron Islands, the North, the Reach, the Vale of Arryn, and Dorne.
The Vale of Arryn and Dorne.
No, but...
I hear they have good puppet shows in Dorne.
Oh, 10's a little toll. He's like, I can't argue with that. See, Thunder agrees. Oh.
Man. That's sad.
It's interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That
really
gave me
cool.
shivers a bit.
I
Yeah.
don't know about that.
Oh, a double
and
title.
No.
Night of the,
The Nine
9
Kingdoms.
Kingdoms.
Where's Aegon? I've not seen him, my prince. I lost the
Oh,
I knew it.
snap.
Give him
knew it.
permission. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Another interesting musical choice.
And then the song, yeah.
It's
Ruined it.
Tennessee Ernie Ford,
Did you call me 'cause I can't
1955.
go?
It's about being a coal miner.
So this whole season was only like what, 4 hours total?
No,
Somewhere
more
around
than
there.
that.
6 episodes?
2, 3, 4,
6
5.
episodes.
3 hours?
Some of them are only 30 minutes long.
Most of them were only 30, so, 3
it's
hours.
at least 3 hours long, yeah.
3 hours.
If not, yeah, it's probably
That's
like
why I said
3.5
like 4.
hours total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 to 4 hours.
It's a very short runtime for a show.
I gotta say, I liked it though. This last episode
Yeah.
was interesting because there are parts where I'm like, where is this going?
Yeah.
It's like a gun to your head sort of moment. I just watched the episode and I kind of want to know where you think, because Rachel, you've had a little bit more time to think about this.
Yeah.
But after seeing all these disparate scenes kind of put together into this one episode, what's your takeaway on this one? Because here's my perspective as of now, and then maybe you have something to say about that. And you guys, I don't know if you feel the same way too, but after watching this, I'm like, oh, this episode didn't really go anywhere. And where do we go? We just ended up where we're going to end up anyway, but it happened in such a way that, like, okay, we get the points of view of people before they enter into this, where we knew this was going to go all along. What does it all mean, though? Tomorrow's not written sort of situation, even though we know where this is going to go. Maybe we want to see how it's made or how it's done.
Do we know exactly where this is going to go? How far ahead of Game of Thrones is this again?
About 80 years before Game
Yeah,
of Thrones.
89 years. Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, we know where it's going to go. It's just how do we get there? We don't know the whole journey, right?
Yeah. David, I definitely felt the same way. And it's probably because we're coming off of such an action-packed episode. This felt a lot slower. My biggest beef with this episode is that this is your finale. We only get 30 minutes, and there was a lot of what I felt were very dragged out moments where I'm just sitting here like, what are we doing? Do something.
Right.
I'm looking at my watch. We only got 30 minutes, guys. What are we doing here?
Yeah. If I had more time to really digest this episode,
Yes.
I think I could come up with an answer. I'm confident of that. This was boarded in such a way.
I appreciated some of the slower moments, especially the scene with Maker and Aegon. That needed to kind of slow down for us to digest what was happening. And even the scene between Egg and Dunk, where they're in the hallway sitting on that little bench and Egg just got done spying, but then says he didn't really spy. I feel like it could have just went a little bit quicker in that moment. And I'm like, what are we doing? What
are we doing?
So I broke down and read the book last week. Just the first one. I haven't read the other two yet. And I know people are like, they should have made longer episodes and it should have been longer. Let me tell you that they stretched this out as much as they possibly could, because the book is only like 100 pages.
Oh, wow.
I read it in under 2 hours. It was very short. Lionel Baratheon is in it, but not like he's in the show. Right. It would have been like The Hobbit, where you took a kid's book and tried to stretch it into 3 2-hour movies. And it was like all that stuff they had to add in and everything. Like there was no way that they could make that work in the show. And they didn't want to do a movie, because a movie, you put it out and then it's done, boom. So their option was to do a very short miniseries with short episodes. In Game of Thrones tradition, the next to last episode is always the bombshell episode.
Yeah.
Spoiler
sure.
if you haven't seen it yet, Ned's execution,
Mm.
the Red Wedding, maybe Battle of the Bastards. I don't know. But those big bombshell episodes, they're always
Pedro Pascal.
the next to last.
Martell, what's his name?
That was Tyrion's trial by combat. The last episode of the season is always kind of a come down from the previous week and also setting up for next season. I kind of know what's going to happen in the next season if they follow the books, but I have also heard that George R.R. Martin has 12 stories that he developed for this series and never published. The books kind of have a little time skips in between them, but his 12 stories might fill in those time skips. So what they're saying might be for next season. It may be one of his other stories or whatever.
Still with the same characters. When you say different story,
some of them, I know that Fossilway is not in the next
season 2
book.
of Dunk and Egg and not have Dunk and Egg there.
No, they will be in it. What I'm saying is he wrote 12 other Dunk and Egg stories to go in the series, and he just didn't publish them.
Oh,
So
okay. I see.
They can use those to go off of.
Yeah.
So instead of sticking to the ones that were published. Gotcha.
Right. Because he could fill in some of the gaps in between them, if that's what they're doing. I don't know.
A spiritual gap with the stuff he has written that he hasn't published, which would be awesome.
Sure. Yeah,
So maybe we have seen some of that.
The stinger is made up. Makar knew that he was with Dunk, and he gave him a signet ring to carry with him in case he needed to prove that he was a prince. I'm not really sure why they did it. I'm sure they have their reasons, but that was not in the books.
Unless
I don't think it's going to take him very long to figure out where Aegon is.
unless he's just playing it up.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
The kid.
Yeah.
He's always running away.
Well,
But-
he is.
And he could be making all this up. And maybe that's what the realm needs is,
I
Drax.
believe that a Targaryen
he's
wouldn't be.
He's a fourth son.
willingly
Fourth son. Who cares?
Maker's doing what Darren did. Oh, Aegon got kidnapped by this guy and now he ran away with him, which is how this whole trial started in the first place. And now
Right,
Maker's repeating that.
Maybe. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see if he's just like, oh, effing kid. But he really doesn't mean it. I don't know. He knows exactly where he is.
There's no precursor to this.
See, the histories aren't accurate. Like for House of the Dragon. The excuse we're always going to use when it diverges from the book. The histories, they were told by...
So glad I did not read these books because I'd be so upset with a lot of it.
Dunk and Egg is not written like that. Like House of the Dragon is Fire and Blood is the name of the book. And it is written like the account from the old Maesters. Dunk and Egg is not written like that. It is written like a novel telling you a story. It's
Omniscient
not like you're
viewer.
getting other people's input or anything. He's telling a story, not recounting a history. If that,
Right,
that
it's
makes
a third person, right? Omniscient viewer. This is how it happened. And Dunk said.
Right. It's not in Dunk's first person.
It's not in first person. I did want to hone in on one specific. I love how they did this. It tells you what could be if Egg doesn't go with Dunk. He sees his hair sprouting and he's like, oh, now I look like him a little, Arion. And so he goes into the room with a knife and he's about to, and then Makar's there at Arion's bedside the whole time as he's stalking in. And it's right after the conversation that Darren has with Dunk about going crazy. They're visually telling you, oh, it's not just Arion, because Arion used to be a joyful child too.
It sparks a conversation of nature versus nurture. Were these kids, how did Darren phrase it? The seeds of madness sown in the womb.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if Aegon can escape that by going to Squire for a Dunk, maybe he will be better off.
Please let him.
Yeah.
And we know
definitely.
he ends up being a good ruler. He's a good king.
Yeah, for the most part.
I got to believe that has a large part to do with the time he's going to spend with Dunk.
Despite the Targaryens, he becomes a good ruler, but it's like
Nature versus nurture.
The spark is still there.
of madness.
His first reaction was, I'm going to murder my brother.
Sure. Well, he has a really good reason to.
Well, I'm saying he doesn't, but that's still not like the rational reply to go stab your brother while he's laying in bed.
Sure.
No, but what child is rational?
Mhm.
Also, good point. See, Parker, right?
Oh, yes.
He just wants.
You want to talk about irrational?
He's always coming after you with knives, isn't he, Rob?
Oh, yeah.
Like little Chucky.
No, it's more or less recently he's gotten to the point where he gets frustrated so fast when something doesn't go with what he's trying to do. He was trying to stack a cup. The cup didn't go in, so he just tossed it. And I was like, oh, okay.
You'll be good at it one day, son.
Oh, yeah.
So George R. R. Martin said that Baelor would have made a great king, but he needed Baelor to die because he needed the Targaryens to devolve into the point where we had Robert's Rebellion. And that may not have happened with
Baelor.
if Baelor's
It would have
line
extended.
continued.
It's fair.
But Aerys, who is
Mad
Aegon's
King?
grandson, right? He was a good king for a lot of his reign, but he went crazy later on. And that seems to be kind of a pattern as they get older.
I would love to see that, though.
The pressures of being the king and all that, they all have the possibility. Look at Daenerys. She wanted to be just and a good ruler, but in the end, the crazy won out.
Right? Who could blame her? And yet, maybe pull the yoke. You didn't have to burn all of King's Landing. You could feel a lot about King's Landing and the people in it and how awful people can be, even the common people. But you become the villain when you do that, all things being equal. But that was what I thought of, by the way, Daenerys.
Yeah.
So we do know that Aegon eventually becomes king, but a lot of people have to die first.
Yeah.
Because
Sort of, yeah.
sort of? I mean,
Yeah,
no,
Charity
they
went
have
through
to-
it the last episode. Aerion just gets skipped. They were like,
Oh, yeah, fair.
swipe left.
But he's also Aegon's older brother. Even Maker's the fourth
He's the fourth
son
fourth son
from
of
his dad. So, well, are they,
Rhaegar
well, yeah, there's
and-
even two more before Maker.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't know if any of them have kids.
Okay, so I'm going to put a little bitty spoiler out here because obviously we know that all these people have to die in order for Aeg to become king.
Right. Even Valar has to die.
Yeah.
There is a sickness that comes on. It's called the spring sickness. And it's
okay.
basically like COVID in Westeros. And it wipes out a huge portion of the population,
It's basically what I have right now.
Thinking like Spanish flu.
including a
Just
lot of
bad
the
allergies.
royal line. That takes out a few of them. And it's a dangerous world. There's a lot of accidents and people get sick and people die.
The unlikely, which is why
I could tell you how Aryan dies. That's
think I put
knowledge
that in
because
one
it's
of
in
the
Game of
episodes.
Thrones. Yeah.
I think we already know.
assuming what the
said
history
several
say are
times.
true, by the way, we don't know that that's like what actually happened.
It
But,
sounds very believable.
but wouldn't it be great if we did see it?
It would be awesome to see.
If this
Mm.
show goes on for years, we might, because that takes place in their lifetimes because Aegon becomes king.
And Maegor becomes king, right? Yeah.
They
So
could do some time jumps.
Tywin Lannister is Aegon's cupbearer.
Oh, you did tell me that. David's having a hard time connecting the dots. Tywin's not alive yet.
Yes.
When he's king. Got you.
Tywin
When Aegon is
Lannister
king.
is Aegon the Fifth's
Interesting.
cupbearer.
Grandfather and the grandfather, then he's a boy, and then okay. I was trying to like, how does that fit? Oh, it does. Yeah, it does fit.
Remember, he's hand of the king to Aerys.
I thought Jamie was.
No, Jamie was a Kingsguard.
Yeah.
He was our hand of the king.
And who ends up
John Aaron was
Hand of the king to Rodder.
the first funeral we see?
Yeah. Maekar really saved Aeg from doing something that would have been terrible because he would have been a kinslayer. The
Right.
worst thing you can be. Maekar's going to suffer from a little bit, even though his was accidental. We know that. And I believe that he was accidental. I don't believe he
Yeah.
meant to kill Baelor. Even though the people are going to
Remorse.
whisper around or whatever. Purposely killing your family
In
is,
cold blood.
right, is like one of the worst things you can do.
Yeah, I
in
remember
this
you
world.
saying that last time too. We had brought up Jamie, and you said it was worse than killing your king. Was to kill your.
Ken.
They spent all their money on prosthetics for Sir Arwen.
For Sir Very
See, this is
true.
why
I
we have
wonder.
to watch the episode or Insider, everybody.
They didn't say what he used to hammer the nail into the tree.
There's an image.
We still didn't get the answer of Dunk is knighted because
No.
they're like, oh, he died, but then he came back, so he still could have picked up a sword and tapped it on Dunk's shoulder and been like, "You're a knight," you know.
I hope this is
Yeah.
something they don't ever answer.
Right.
It
Yeah,
is
they're
not
never going
answered
to.
in the books. It's always unclear.
I know where I stand, but I don't ever want an answer.
There is no way he woke up again. I don't think that's how that ends. He definitely died there,
I
right?
think-
He
yeah,
had to
I
finish
think
his story.
He was
No.
going out. Yeah.
No, he woke back up.
He's
Yeah.
just
Well,
like,
yeah.
well, I guess Dunk did that too in a way. Oh, maybe they're
He
like
definitely
John.
did.
Maybe when they die, they come back. Well, I guess he didn't come back the second time. He died.
I kind of thought
Arlen.
that about that when Dunk survived last episode too, because he
But I
Totally
meant Jon
died.
Snow, but whatever.
well Jon Snow, but like even just the Lord of Light could have brought him back for whatever reason, you know.
Well, they do talk a lot about the gods
Except
favoring
the
them.
Lord of Light is not really a common religion at this
I don't
time
think it's come in yet.
Westeros.
It's
mostly
not,
an
but
Essos.
But
Right.
it's still a magic that can bring me back to life at will.
Sure.
And they did
If
talk
he has
about
a
magic
purpose
this
to serve.
episode.
Yeah.
Ye magic.
I heard a theory that I really liked, and
Okay.
I know you guys may have heard it, but the Lord of Light gave dragons to the Targaryens because they needed to stop the long night in the future. When the Targaryens were using the dragons for good to fight for good things, they had dragons, but as soon as they started fighting amongst themselves, then all the dragons died out. But when Daenerys came back and they needed the line and the dragons for the long night, they let them be reborn. I just thought it was a really cool idea.
It is, yeah. That's a good theory.
That's why
Makes
they brought
sense.
it back. Yeah.
But all they
Somewhere
really
in the
needed was
TikTok.
Arya
Because
Stark.
the Lord of Light could be the overall god, and then you have the seven, which are just personifications of that. That's basically what the many-faced god is. It's just all of the gods. Who is a god? The god of death. What do we
Right.
say to him? Not today.
Not today.
Valar Morghulis. Valar Dohaeris. Remembered it again.
Lionel also makes a reference to the White Walkers when he's talking to Dunk. He says, "Oh, others geld me," and that's who he's talking about is the White Walkers because they're called the others in the books.
Oh, so in his frustration, he's like, others geld me. So
Others
like,
geld me.
Which means, by the way, in case you don't know, to lop off your little pee-pee.
It's stones, not the.
Is it the
pee-pee,
stones?
'cause-
So it's castration?
Yes,
I thought
because
gelding was the pee-pee.
No, like when you geld a horse, you don't cut off their pee-pee. You
Okay.
make it so they can't have babies anymore.
Too many stallions, y'all.
He also name drops Tarth. Have you ever
Yes.
been to Tarth? Which
Yes.
Brienne of Tarth is one of his descendants.
Yeah, we know eventually he'll go there.
Yeah.
Get with some lady there. And what is she, like a great
I would say great descendant.
to
Yeah.
Duncan? And I've heard that he has lots of, not wives, but he gets with a lot of women throughout the books.
He can't be married because he's a Kingsguard. They're not allowed to marry or father children. But much like the Night's Watch, they do what they do.
Hmm.
The Fossaways show up in Game of Thrones when Renly is taking pledges, when he's trying to assemble an army, and one of the people that pledged to him is a Fossaway.
Renly Baratheon. My concern, the same concern that we had at the end of It Welcome to Derry, is like, oh, we're never going to see these kids again, maybe, probably, most likely. A, they're going to grow up. B, it's not going to be about them. What's the concern? Are we going to see Dexter, Saul, Ansel again? Or is it going to be in flashbacks? We like this pairing because it's them. It's Claffy and Ansel. But it might change now.
Well, I think he's filming season 2 right now, so I'm fairly sure he's in it.
Yeah, that's right. So I don't know what kind of time skip there's going to be.
Raymond Fossaway is off happy with his
Pregnant
wife and kid. And he's making cider and feeding
ways
his
than one.
horse apples and such.
Shush.
Baratheon, I could say something about that, but I'm just going to leave that for later seasons. He's going to hang out in Storm's End, which we saw Storm's End in House of the Dragon.
It did look very grim.
Yes,
Stone
very
Age.
boring, very gray, and there's a reason it's
Drab.
called Storm's End, and the Stormlands.
Very
Austere.
Yes, Spartan. Not very glamorous. It's stone, wet.
Yeah.
Lightning all the time. I don't.
Yeah.
Something about.
Well, it's Storm's End. It kind of says it in the name.
What's your problem? Why here? Why are you in the dangerous part? Maybe the electrical fields are messing with their heads. But I'm a conspiracy theorist, so it's fine.
This doesn't really go with this episode, but in the last episode, the road that Dunk and Rafe were walking on, the tree-lined road, is also the road that Brienne and Podrick take when they're leaving King's Landing. The showrunner said that they wanted to be like the two ancestors crossing paths in different time eras, which I thought was really cool.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Podrick's clothing with Raymond looks very similar.
Yes, it does
I
resemble
didn't notice that
his-
until you said
his
that.
armor.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was like months pregnant already, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
Oh,
Yes.
sure.
At least the end of the second trimester, if not more.
He's like, I knocked her up last night. This
She's
is
got
the
magic
man
apple
married.
powers.
There's not a whole lot of childbirth going on at the Fossaway Castle, I'm guessing, because
Yeah,
he obviously doesn't know anything about it.
Nope.
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't think their whole emphasis was science. Maybe
But even
fermentation.
Dunk was like,
He was us for once. The awkward laughter made me. I muted a lot, but I was giggling.
Yeah, that was funny.
I want to know what everybody thought about pretty much the end scene. where Sir Arlen is on Sugarfoot or whatever. What was
The
it?
palfrey.
Sweetfoot.
Sweetfoot, right.
Sugarfoot. Nice.
And then he
diverted.
veers off. Yeah, he diverts off.
So the first thing I thought of was John driving away from June when he split off on the road.
Yeah.
Doesn't Fear the Walking Dead, folks. Season 6.
I teared up because
I did feel something.
This whole series, Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, and this, I'm very emotionally invested in it. It made me tear up when he turned off to the side. And if you watch really close, you'll see Dunk turn around and watch him go.
Oh.
Did he?
What do you think it meant, though?
I got you here.
It's Dunk's turn to take over.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm signing off. It's Dunk's turn to take over with the next generation.
I gotta go. But hey, you're welcome. And
yes, Sir Arlen's story is done.
I like that way better than my thoughts.
What was your thought initially, I guess?
He was going that way and they were going the other way. I'm like, you're on the wrong path. You clearly need to go this way.
No.
Is Arlen being drunk again?
What are you doing? That Arlen.
So yeah, I'm like, you guys are like, oh, crying, and I'm like, what are they doing?
Right, clearly it's figurative. It's like
he's not really there.
He's always up to something.
It also made me think of the Lone Walker going through the field
in The Walking Dead. Yeah, they always show them the promos or the B-roll, and over the seasons too, right?
Mm-hmm. They used it a lot in the intros.
He's always there, but he's passing the torch to the next generation of Knight and Squire.
There is more to say about that. That is a theme that keeps repeating through the episode, or at least bookends in the episode. Well,
he is now.
No one can prove otherwise.
See, but that's what I'm about to say is that I don't think that's what he wanted for him. Clearly, he didn't knight him because he didn't want something we said in the episode was he didn't want the same thing to happen to his nephew to happen to Dunk. But now that you're here, I'm happy that I could bring you to this point, and now you don't need me anymore. That's kind of what it is. See, Rachel, to your point, I'll always be with you. So I don't have to be physically here anymore. You don't need my horse, let's say, also. Because the Palfrey went with Raymond anyway.
Yeah.
Right. It was also important that Sir Arlen be the one that trained Dunk, because Dunk is the one that passes those traits on to Egg. If he'd been picked up by a different knight or whatever, he wouldn't have that sense of honor, which trickles down to who is the last Targaryen? Jon Snow.
The
who has
last
those
one standing
qualities
that we know of.
Jon Snow is like Aegon's great grandson. Aerys is his grandson, and Jon is his grandson, so his grandson.
Oh, okay.
Rhaegar is Jon's father, and Aerys is
keep track
Rhaegar's
of all
father.
this.
Okay, great
I can't keep track of these
Fine.
family trees.
Right.
It's just a trunk.
In Game of Thrones, there's usually a circle.
Yeah. It just goes straight up.
There's a lot less incest at the tail end of the Targaryen tree. So it's like a tree, but it's upside down. The trunk is up here, and the roots and the branches are down here.
I wouldn't say there's a lot less.
I would say there's a lot less compared to House of the Dragon. It's ridiculous.
I mean, supposedly they married each other to keep their blood pure so they could control the dragons.
Mm-hmm.
But when the dragons were gone, they still continued to marry each other. Although Baelor married Dondarrion and Aerys married Martell.
Yeah.
So they did marry out of the Targaryen line occasionally.
Well, clearly when there's no dragons left, it's like, okay, are we going to continue doing this incest thing? It's weird. People think it's weird, so let's not do it.
They still would, because Aerion was like, I'm going to make you my sister and marry you, so obviously it's something that's still going on.
The madness. See, we go back to the seeds of madness in the womb. But they do have to marry outside of the Targaryen line because they don't have dragons. They have to forge alliances to maintain their hegemony.
So it's a political choice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how they brought
But if
Dorne
they had their
in.
way.
Yeah.
Incest. God.
Well, and sometimes you don't have any sisters.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. That's some serious blood magic right there.
That's when you go for a cousin or an uncle, right?
Oh, yeah.
Rhaenyra?
Cousin, uncle, lover. Yeah.
Cousin, uncle, husband.
Right. Husband,
stepdad.
Lover,
I'm so
dad,
excited for
stepdad,
House of the Dragon.
uncle, niece, nephew. Gross.
I'm so excited for House of the Dragon. I'm ready to watch some dragons.
Right. Speaking
do
of,
some stuff.
Yeah, June can't come.
Did you guys? I don't know if you saw Kit Harington and the girl who played Sansa.
Sophie Turner.
They're in a project together where they play a couple.
I saw
and there was
the
a
clip of that.
you saw it?
Behind
The
the
behind the
scenes.
scenes? Yeah.
It was cool though.
Where Kit barfed.
They both did.
I don't remember.
They
him
both
barfing.
gagged. They
Yeah, it was a
gagged.
gag. It was a gag.
yeah.
It wasn't a
Okay.
barf. Yeah. Thank
Oh,
God.
it sounded like chunks came up.
But you got
like a
obviously they still have a very sibling relationship, but you got to remember that he's known her since she was
12, she
Right.
said.
yeah,
Like 12, yeah.
So I can imagine it'd be weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'll see this series next year and see where it goes.
Yeah.
Lord only
Yeah, it
knows.
won't be too long.
We have to keep reminding ourselves that when we talk about incest and we talk about the science of blood magic, whatever, yeah, this came from somebody's mind.
Yeah.
This is not something that exists in the ether.
I'm gonna say I've read the books, but the lore, it's on par with Lord of the Rings lore. There is so much dense lore.
World building.
But it's immense world building. It's insane.
And he relies on the foundations that he built to springboard more story off of.
You're basically getting 300 years worth of family trees and battles and stuff. I understand why he's having a hard time finishing the book because he has to put himself back in the mindset of knowing all of these threads that he has spun together, and now he has to try to remember all that and pull it all together. And I get it. It's got to be hard.
If I was him, I would honestly be recruiting or sourcing a boatload of people to make sure the fact checking is okay. Because I wouldn't want to rely on myself at that point.
You could also turn the writing over to somebody else.
Yeah.
After Ian Fleming died, they turned the Bond writing over to John Gardner, and he wrote a bunch of James Bond books.
I think that would be smart too.
Well, I think it's different when an author passes versus, I just don't want it anymore.
Well, it's kind of like ghostwriting. You entrust your vision to another writer, and you still get editorial over what is published.
That's a conversation
Tell
for
them
a
what
whole
your
nother
vision is,
podcast.
and well,
I agree.
because what's worse, never having the book out at all or having someone else write it, because he's never going to finish it.
He's even said as much as that, like, he could give a damn if he ever finished the book. And maybe it's because of all the asking.
When you feel pressured to do something, you lose the passion for it.
It's been almost 20 years since the last book.
Right. If you
At this
haven't,
point, so
That's a lot.
so there's a lot of characters on Game of Thrones, but there's 4 times that in the books. It is so intricate. If the book came out, I would have to go back and read all the other books again. And I don't know if I want to do that because it was a lot.
I think he also said he lost interest because of the reception to the end of the series.
Sure. I can imagine that.
That's your chance to remedy that, sir.
Mhm.
That's what I said.
Which is what I think they're trying to do. They have so many irons in the fire. I'm worried about Warner Brothers, basically, which is HBO, Warner Brothers, etc.
Which is
They
now owned
put
by
so
Netflix.
much money. I remember they said the Jon Snow spinoff that they created. They spent a lot of money and I think even filmed some stuff. And then they ended up scrapping the whole thing.
It never got off the writing table. They said they couldn't nail down a narrative that they wanted to actually pursue. So they never filmed anything for it.
I'm just
There was
imagining
a
the money that they
different show.
poured into it.
I want to say they're doing an animated series about the Mad King
Yep.
or a play.
Well, there was supposed to be an animated series.
The animated series is about Corlys
Oh,
Velaryon.
the Sea Snake.
Oh, okay.
The Sea Snake.
From House of the Dragon. But then there was also the First Men series that they first conceived, which was the Andals and the First Men and the Children of the
I don't
Forest.
think but I feel like people weren't super interested in that because it didn't
Where would that even
involve
go?
the people are going to get very worked up and excited again about House of the Dragon after the first episode because remember we talked last year about why it ended so weird and it was because they had cut off the budget. The 2 episodes that were supposed to be the big finale got moved into the beginning of
And
season
they were
3.
consolidated, yeah.
So the big bangers that were going to come out at the end of season 2 are now going to be the beginning of season 3.
Right.
And after reading, I know it's coming
Purportedly.
and it is going to be awesome. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be awesome.
Demands.
Right. Dave, the series that filmed a pilot called Blood Moon, also known as The Long Night.
That's what it is, yeah. Right. The
Yes, they've-
origin of the Game of Thrones
The-
universe.
That filmed the pilot and then they never released it because
That's okay. That's what I was talking
I
about.
guess,
Fine, yes.
yeah.
It never got off the ground, etc.
$35 million pilot that they filmed.
That's what it was.
and they just never put out.
I wonder if we'll get that.
If it wasn't good, it wasn't good.
It starred Naomi Watts, which is interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't get me started. One of those crushes I have.
Don't even get me started.
And when was it filmed, right?
When?
This was conceived a while ago.
It was canceled in 2019 after the pilot failed to impress executives.
Oh,
It
I was
filmed
about to blame
not
COVID, but it
long
wasn't even COVID.
after Game of Thrones ended. Then it what,
Hmm.
2018, 2019?
it's long enough.
No, Game of Thrones ended in 2019.
All right, so yeah, it
Oh.
was filmed
Really?
while
Yeah,
that
it was
ending.
like May 2019.
They moved on that fast then. Wow.
Then they also talked about an Arya spinoff, which I don't think ever materialized into anything.
That did not have
Arya
star
in
power.
the Free Cities.
I
Yeah.
would watch the out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
You're
Rich.
traveling around.
You know
yeah.
what? Go make a Arya and the Hound show. What happened in between when they were on their trip to the
Did we
twins.
talk about this?
Show that, because I would watch the crap out of that.
Yeah.
I feel like we talked about this. And it should be an animated series, IMHO, because you could do a lot.
I'd watch a show just about Jack and Hagar.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was he? The faceless man?
A man.
A man.
He is no one.
A man
The
has no
faceless man?
name.
He was cool.
Technically, he has many faces.
He has many faces, not faceless.
Actually,
He's the god of death, technically. Vala Margulis.
Do any of you get Pinky and the Brain vibes from Dunk and Egg?
Oh, because
now I do.
Ansel's head, maybe. What are we going to do today, Dunk?
I know it's bad that he was taking that knife to go kill his brother, but I was so worried he was going to try and shave off his head with that thing.
That's what I was thinking at first, yeah.
Like I thought that he was like, oh no, there's hair.
Bick his head, yeah.
Well, he did do that because when you see him walk in, he does have his head shaved. I mean, am I wrong?
No, you're not.
I don't know.
I didn't notice, but
It looked freshly shaved.
Yeah, he stopped to shave his head with the fish knife, which,
cool.
Ew. Although fish oil,
natural fish oils, yeah, it'll be fine.
Maybe
might be stinky, but it'll be fine.
That's what Makar should have said at first.
Everything stinks back then, so
fair.
Oh, maybe.
I'm sure the whole room smelled like fish already. There was a dead fish in the room.
Just be glad that this is not like a smell-o-vision show. That's all I'm saying.
Fair, especially Dunk. Ooh, PU underneath that.
He did wash himself in his clothes in the second episode.
Yeah, he did do a good job of that. Sure,
yeah,
beating it against the rocks as best he could.
Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back after these messages.
We just thought we'd remind you to show this episode some love by tapping that like button if there's one to be tapped, subscribing to our podcast or channel, and if available, enabling all notifications and sharing the show or clips of it with everyone you know. And don't be afraid to reach out. Leave your questions, feedback, ideas, or even concerns in the comment section. There isn't one? Head on over to ratethispodcast.com/squawkingdead and leave your thoughts there. Rating our podcast is the best way to get our attention because it also boosts our visibility. And we'll probably address it in the next episode too. And if you think there's something to what we're doing here at Squawking Dead, tip us over on Ko-fi. As a token of our appreciation, you'll receive forever access to our Discord, along with 30 days access to our uncut episode and interview recordings, plus our pre-squawk insights. Take your support further. Join a membership tier on either ko-fi.com/squawkingdead or patreon.com/squawkingdead, and you'll unlock access to more channels on our Discord server, receive shoutouts at the end of every episode, and depending on what tier you join, the ability to join us on camera and mic to break down future episodes alongside us. Thank you for hearing us out and making it this far into the episode.
We now return you to our regularly scheduled podcast.
I love the Maester's like he's dying. And I mean, he doesn't look great, but he obviously doesn't look like he's dying either. No. He's not laying there looking feverish or pale or anything. Looked like he was mad more than anything.
Yeah.
Then he touched his wound and sniffed it.
Yeah.
Gross.
Guys, we've all been accused of touching our wounds and sniffing them, right?
Don't say anything.
Yeah.
No,
Let
you
him
leave
sit in his own.
this silent in.
Yep.
Don't cut it out.
I will. And you know I'm right. You all do it. Okay, here's the ultimate test. And I think Rachel does this too. I'm 100% confident she does this. Okay, ready? When you take off your socks, do you smell them?
No.
Hell no.
Who?
Wait.
Not
fellas?
just no, but hell
Fellas?
no.
You just want to get a situation.
Just
that
go
you're-
right in the hamper, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm the only real man that's left. God.
I guess so.
You got to smell for the humors. You got to make sure your body's right. If something smells off, you're like, okay, we need to take care of that. There's like a natural. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the season finale of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms first season. I am very glad that I was very forthcoming about my own body. But
I'm really
also
offended that you were like, Ray, I know you do this.
Rachel, she sounds like somebody that's doing this sock
I know
sniffing thing.
you're a sock sniffer. I know
You're
it.
a snot sniffer.
No, that's you.
Yeah, it's me. It's all me. Yeah, well, all right. Listen, somebody out there understands me, although that has not been proven just as of yet. But I know they're there. They're just not speaking up. I just have the balls.
Leave us 5 stars and a pair of socks.
Yeah, it was 5 stars in it. If you smell your socks, I just want to hear it in the comments. I just need to know that other people like me exist. And actually, you know what? It's fine if you don't. I'm not going to change. I don't have to change. That's the premise of the show. Is that
No,
there's
you have
always-
to change your socks.
Yeah.
Because they smell.
Obviously, but when you change your snots, when you change your snots,
See, it's hard. Hard
when
to
you
say.
change your socks, right? Exactly. You just have to check the temperature. You got to see what's going on underneath the hood. It's like a dipstick for your
If you're
body.
throwing them in the hamper, why are
Do you
sniffing
smell
them?
the dipstick
You
in your
sniff
car?
them on the way to the hamper.
Do you-
Why?
Just you gotta get the
I'll try that
humors,
next time.
See, yeah, exactly. Anyway, I appreciate you guys being here, watching us react to this episode, or some of us at one point, then 3 of us. But it's just better this way, everybody. And our post-watch breakdown. I am excited for the second season. It's going to be here before we know it. I'm confident of that because as things go, by the way, having tackled episode after episode, 2 episodes or sometimes 3 episodes a week, it'll be here soon. Just like The Boys is going to be back and From is going to be back in April, which is only a month away, less than. So with that, I say catch our coverage of Dark Winds with Sharon and I. At least we'll be covering that.
And if you're watching a show that you think we would like and want us to talk about it,
Like
tell
Paradise,
us.
maybe on Hulu.
Paradise is
I do
good.
like
It's
that,
back.
yeah. Do you know what else just came back? I haven't watched it yet, but I'm very excited. Scrubs.
Oh, you're excited now.
Okay. Yeah.
I just watched the first 2 episodes.
I haven't yet, but
What do you think, Rob?
It's perfect. It's exactly
Okay.
what I want
Okay.
from Scrubs.
Tell us in the comments if you like the new Scrubs too, right? And if you want us to talk about it, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Thank
Bye,
you
guys.
for joining us, by the way, Jason and Rob.
Mhm.
yeah,
Appreciate
thanks,
it,
Having
guys.
us on. We had a
Can't believe
blast
you didn't
this season.
watch all this time until now. It's crazy.
Yeah, my wife wasn't happy about it. She was like, I gotta wait. And I was like, you can watch it when I'm not home. Just watch it
You
without me.
put them above me. See, I get that all the time. But anyway, and I also smell my socks. So how about that?
All right.
What?
Good night, everybody.
Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's keep talking about Scrubs. Thank you for making it to the end of yet another episode of Squawking Dead, and if it's your first time, welcome. You've made it to the end of our discussion on A Night of the Seven Kingdoms Season 1 finale, titled The Morrow. And how prophetic is that, considering it took us a few weeks to get this episode released from the time the finale was actually released. But we're here, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for sticking around and waiting so patiently for this to release. I hope in the meantime that you've been enjoying our coverage of Dark Winds. We're doing our best to get these out a little sooner than normal. However, we're still dragging our feet considering we had a few episodes of Night of the Seven Kingdoms to release in the meantime. But you've reached the portion of our podcast where we shout out our supporters. It's a little perk they receive among many perks, like the ones that Rob and Jason availed themselves of from the Whispers tier, whereby they have earned the right to show their face head mic mouth and join us on these episode breakdowns. You too can do the same thing if you head on over to ko-fi.com/squawkingdead or patreon.com/squawkingdead and join a membership like the following have. Let's mention their names again. Jason, who you can reach on Instagram via @neos1, that's @NEOS1HEONE, and Rob, you can reach on TikTok via @RobsStuff_N as in Nancy _thangs, THANGS. And let's not forget our dear friend Kim Rowley, who you can reach on Facebook via @kim.rowley1. And on the screen, scrolling up are our Walkers members, whom we shout out visually. And there is one more membership tier called the Survivors tier, wherein you are essentially a junior producer. You have access to our core channel and are a part of a lot of our behind the scenes discussions, things that we can't even share with our supporters because they're too early in development or they're too important to really speak of out loud without a little moderation or without a little thought. But you will be an essential part of those thoughtful conversations. In any case, I'll see you in the next episode wherein we will talk about Dark Wind's 4th episode of its 4th season. In the meantime, all of you, hang tight, because before we know it, we'll be talking about The Boys and From. Just remember that we are Squawking Dead.